why are you thanking me, Honorable? And he says to me, the campaign you embarked upon, the calls that you made, and all the people that you engaged with has yielded the right results. The contractor is mobilizing to come to site on Monday to start constructing the Lake Busumchi Road. So he says that all that we did has culminated in this, and he says thank you to Love FM. He says thank you to Multimedia. He says thank you to all the listeners who listened and called in and made contributions asking for the road to be fixed. So if you're a resident in that district, Busumchi, if you are someone who commutes on that road periodically, if you have business there, listen, the Lake Busumchi Road from Monday, the contractor is going to be on site and work is going to begin. It all has to do with the fight, the conversations that we had here as part of our thought leadership campaign here on Love Nights in Up on 5. The Lake Road is going to be fixed. Now, we had wanted him to join us in the studios for a conversation, but he says he wants to iron out one other little bit of a problem. And so today and tomorrow, he's going to engage with the business owners along the stretch. You know, definitely it would affect some people who are doing business. I hope you saw the people, the people who are selling their nose masks, the toffees, the food vendors and everything. It would affect some of them. So he wants to take today and tomorrow to go on the grounds and tell them, like, this is what is going to happen, and then get ready to relocate, get ready to move. I'm hoping that the people who are doing business on that stretch will not give anybody any stress. They will move peacefully, relocate their businesses so that the road can be fixed. So that is the good news for the people of Busumchi. There's another good news I want to share with the people of Busumchi. It has to do with the health minister, Meta Kando. And he says that the next time, and even if it's tomorrow or it's Monday, the next time the president of the Republic of Ghana comes to Kumasi, he's going to make the Sewa Hospital operation. He's going to operationalize it. So the roads we know are already under construction. We know that they have done some installations and everything. He says the next time the president comes to Kumasi, he's going to commission the Sewa Hospital and make it operational. They will start working. So we'll move from this Agogo facility to Sewa. Those are the two beautiful information we have for the people of Sewa and the people of Kumasi and the people of Ashanti region. What do you make of it?
Like the song you played said, radio gets results. And I mean, that's why we wake up every morning and, bath, iron our clothes and come and sit here and rant. If this is not...
do we rant or we talk?
You know, I can't be. It will be one man, boom. So that is why we do what we do. So if it is yielding results, I mean, it's what we are all expecting, and I'm very happy about it.
For me, the excitement stems from the fact that it means that our the work we embarked on did not go in vain.
Yeah,
I remember on 3 occasions I spoke to the roads minister about it. He kept giving me assurances. It wasn't part of their budget initially.
Yeah.
He kept giving assurances, and I'm happy that we are where we are right now. And that was our very first thought leadership campaign, where we wanted the road to be fixed. Now it's going to be fixed. Our second thought leadership campaign for the year was on sanitation. Yeah. And we all know the results.
Yeah.
The Summer is back. We had 2 days to a national cleanup exercise was announced. And it tells you that Love FM and our listeners will push and things get results. Now, our third campaign is on the road crashes, the road knockdowns. Yeah. We've launched it last week. We've had one conversation yesterday with Superintendent Bwedi. He's the MTTD commander for the region. We're going to have other stakeholders join us for conversation. So we are not just doing this for the sake of doing it. We are ensuring that we're getting the right results.
My expectations for the road safety campaign that we are embarking on.
Before that,
just quick one. Then you just
before road safety. I'm on Lake. So I've not said something. David, I will sit on the fence for this one until David from Abidjan Kwanta to Lake, I will see Kota Tuntum. Call me, whatever. I'll sit on the fence on it. David. So that's the only comment I will comment on it. That until I see Kota. But David, the only positive I'll add is that yesterday, Yagani.
I'm sure some of you are wondering I'm laughing. So when you're done, Lee will tell you.
Saw works from Echeso to Lake Road. So there's a bit of a hope. But until I see quota David,
The
let me
DC,
sit on the
I
fence.
understand you, but the DC wouldn't have called me with all the joy and excitement in his voice.
That guy,
when he
you know,
called
I
me.
have when it came to the league, I have my issues with it, but I respect his
His views and
tenacity.
tenacity.
You know why I respect him. You see, David, a leader's measure sometimes is not what they say, it's how they act, right? So, for example, you remember the story I covered there. Your friend who is a pharmacist, the bridge, the Sewia. There's a bridge that connects Kote to Sewia. It had collapsed and you told me to cover that. You remember that bridge? He came even before he was sworn in. He mobilized and got it fixed.
Yeah.
And now people use that to assume and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I have a respect for him.
Just like the MTTD commander who came yesterday, our phone lines were down, but the messages that I got,
Exactly.
the calls that I got, he was candid.
We don't need to hype you. The listeners are
He
discerning.
didn't hide anything. He was very candid with all that he said, and people loved him for that.
Exactly.
Read the message that has come to you. Says what?
Okay, he says, wow, radio indeed gets results. Does this not make Leo dirty? This does not make Leo dirty in vain. It has really paid off.
So what he means is that when you went to regards to cover the place, you have a lot of dust.
Yeah, Bosontre has two good news early this morning.
You didn't read the
Like-
message well. Let me read it well for you. It says, this is how it says. It says, wow, radio indeed gets results. Dust did not make Leo dirty in vain.
Oh, okay.
It has really paid off. Bosintri has two good news early this morning. Great work, guys. Well, we feel good.
Yeah,
that-
David. So we feel good. So we are only
So-
saying that David, they should continue because that region, David. When we were doing the thought leadership, Leo, you come to the road safety. The analysis we did and everything shows a huge promise. Huge, extremely huge promise. In fact, David, the hospital recently, a lady posted something about
Is it the hospital on that stretch?
the hospital on that, and David, they are the best when it comes to a certain area. I've forgotten.
Yeah.
And almost everybody on Facebook were praising them, but because of the road. So that to even build the institutional capability of the hospitals and all that. So
But
it's
they-
a very, very
and even the number of schools there, apart from
Yeah.
Jashi Pramso,
Yeah.
there's another school, a secondary school there. They were white.
Yeah.
Their
the
uniform
white
is
and
white.
blue. I forgot the name.
You know.
I think it's a Catholic school or
So
something.
imagine that you are supposed to wear white, and in this dust,
yeah. David.
Usinyoma had that trouble. Usisha trouble.
The sad thing is, a lot of the works has already been done.
The drains.
The
and
drains and the curbs and all of those things has been done. So it's just a matter of putting
bitumen.
some touches on it and then spread bitumen on it.
Yeah.
And it was really sad. People who are basically doing peasant business, all of them suffering for nothing. A lot of the women, the accounts that they were given about their homes, their children sleeping in this dust day in and day out,
The
coughing, respiratory issues, babies who are dying, newborn babies who are getting catarrh.
Oh, Charlie.
Like, can you imagine? Well, the nurse said one lady, because of the bad state of the road, she was in labor. And as they were coming back, by the time she reached there, she had
Delivered.
and all the infections that the newborn baby picked up was just crazy. How do we, live like this? So, yeah, good news if they're going to fix it. Yeah.
All right. So with that out of the way, I mean, another accident happened yesterday, and according to Kofi Edo Domfe, our news editor, yesterday we talked about road safety, and then just after we ended the conversation on radio,
Yeah,
we were told that
beautiful.
this accident occurred around Asafo roundabout.
After labor.
Labor.
Yeah, Labour roundabout, so-
Asafo roundabout. I mean, yeah.
So
Yeah.
the
So
reporters we spoke to.
what does the story say?
Oh,
It says at least 5 people have sustained critical injuries following a road crash at Asafo roundabout in Kumasi yesterday. The accident involved a Kia Rhino truck loaded with plantain and a commercial passenger vehicle. According to eyewitnesses, the Kia Rhino developed brake failure while descending from Amokum direction. The driver lost control and crashed into the commercial vehicle, which was traveling from the KGTR direction. Eyewitness Yao Gabriel spoke to some reporters who were around. He says the driver's quick action prevented a worse outcome because that place is really crowded.
Yeah, a lot of
activity
traffic, a lot of
going
traffic there. Yeah.
So the driver's decision to swerve the truck prevented what could have been a far more devastating accident. The crash left 5 people, including some security personnel, critically injured. They were rushed to the Konfanochi Teaching Hospital for emergency treatment. Residents and traders described the scene as heartbreaking, with some victims trapped inside the mangled commercial vehicle and had to be rescued after the driver's side was cut open. The personnel from the police, motor traffic, and transport department responded promptly to manage traffic and remove the damaged vehicles from the road. The Menchia MTTD commander, DSP Dorcas J. confirmed the casualties and gave an update on their condition. He says 5 people are currently receiving treatment at the Confanochi Teaching Hospital. The driver of the commercial vehicle was initially in critical condition but is responding to treatment. DSP Chairman says police have commenced investigations to establish the exact cause of the crash. Meanwhile, market women from Abuabo market gathered at the scene to salvage scattered plantain.
So if it is fuel tanker, that topples over, they would go and siphon the fuel. If it is plantain, they'll go and take plantain.
Okay, so the victims believe, the traders believe the victims are fellow traders returning from Asante Achem with consignments. The victims are traded from Abuabo market. That's what the women confirmed. So they know them. So that's why.
So David, yesterday, the initial report was also that 3 have died. So per this story, it seems like nobody died. Now, David, what is interesting is that, you know, Zando and I witnessed the accident on the Ark Road.
Yeah, the one, the pile up.
The pile up.
Yeah.
David, similar thing. David, we need to have a conversation about the trucks. David, just, in fact, that day, there were about 3 different accidents. One happened in front of the new Kelfi shop at the new road. Then there was also another cement car also toppled over on this stretch. So, David, it seems as if it's becoming repetitive. In fact, per Abostic, our insurance reporter, when the guy got to Amakum, they saw him jostling certain part of the car. Let me just use the normal nomenclature, jostling. In the quarter fast one. David Nyamiam one of the cool brass at Total Filling Station at Liba. We'd have been saying a different matter today. And David, luckily, per the time, you know where I used to live at Asafo. David, the lady we used to take the data from when it comes to the provisions, and they were not opened. It would have been catastrophic.
I mean, that side, every turn it would have been bad.
You see? So, David, we need to have a conversation. Is it that David, we all drive. Brakes doesn't feel easily like that. Yes, accidents are bound to happen by becoming repetitive on our roads. And David, there need to be a conversation about them. They need to be David Robert Kona. Anytime we stand on the foyer, we see them. Axonachia, Tainachi, and Yareme, they kwaba. Me do they kwaba saying. And David, you see the way these roads
and even the way they load some of the farm produce, the plantain.
Yeah.
If you see they will overload it. You ask yourself, every car has its own loading capacity.
Yeah.
If you overload it, the absorbers, the axles, they all will cry out.
So the problem is...
So even if you want to apply a brake, imagine that you're pushing something that is firmly on the ground. It's difficult to move.
Yeah.
If you apply a bigger push, it will bend over or something like that. So if you have overloaded your trucks and you're applying the brake, the weight on the brake bands would give way.
Yeah.
David, you are sharp. David, have you even noticed that the day you fuel your car, you do full tank, you notice that your car becomes a bit heavier?
Automatically, that's what it's supposed to be.
Exactly. So, is it that they are not? The last time the charcoal thing you sent, as if but it was not a laughing matter.
It wasn't. We laughed about it, but it's never a laughing
matter. He's cutting charcoal, overloaded the truck. You may be driving in your lane, doing everything. That short road guy.
Yeah.
You know they stand there to load.
Yeah.
You know, right after the labor roundabout, when you're approaching Amakom, on your right. Yeah. You know where the lady sells the provisions, there's another shop where they sell paper and all that. That's where they load.
Yeah. So you see some of these 207 buses, right? It's a bus that's supposed to cut or that's supposed to take human beings with seats. And on top of that, we load plantain about the size of the car.
The Sprinter buses you're talking about.
On top of it. So one, the car itself is not designed or the purpose is for even load. You know, when they are designing these cars, they consider if it's a truck that is supposed to cart goods, the axle and everything is
solid.
It's designed for that.
The one you're talking about, you know, many times, let's say in Germany or all that, the Sprinter buses that used to carry bread. When we come to Ghana, then we take it to magazine, they weld and put in seats.
Without considering
so the windows and everything
that is involved.
Yesterday,
and that tells you that statistic that is shared.
That's how we said it.
Every day, at least 8 people die. These people,
reported. If you say 8,
okay, every day
reported.
it is reported that 8 people die. So for those people who you said 3 had died and now we're being told that nobody has died but they're in critical condition, they are lucky to be alive. They could have been a statistic. They could easily have been part of the statistics that we use.
So now you understand why I said I wasn't happy about the numbers, the drop, 16, 20. You know, just one accident can show up that number easily.
But that's why they say at
You
least.
know, so for me, and it's not enough. I say you kind of say, oh yeah,
You're not getting it. At least
So-
is the least. It could be at most could be whatever.
What did they make
But to say power, but what I'm saying.
But David also,
Yeah,
but David also comes back to the conversation about guardrails, because David, that stretch, there's a Puma filling station right there. You go to OA, the guy sells a card, or the Kobra nipa begu, or the red total nipa. David, to total and channel, we can do the
barricade.
No, there's a cement. You know, there's a way to do living waters. You know the living water jars. You see where the cement. I don't know whether it's a cement company. You see they have
the gas company
this concrete barricade of a sort. So they maybe on our major arteries and the Bibiana dia boom. They were the arc traffic lights. Ando and I were there. If the guy didn't crash into those 6 cars, na they would no baby motor cars anymore. KB and we a best send a rate condos. I'm telling you. When you look at the damage to the cars there, so then we need to have, especially
the day I saw that accident, I was even happy.
Was also in the traffic.
I was happy it happened at where it happened, because if it had gone a few meters, that whole construction, that is where it would have ended up. And I was like, wow, even this one cried.
So, bottom line, support all the campaigns that we bring up here on Love Nights and Up and 5 because we are getting results. Busumchi Road is going to be fixed from Monday. Contractors will be on your side. We did a sanitation campaign. You know the results. I mean, it's there for everybody to know. Now we're doing this on road safety. Be part of every campaign we bring because if you join us together, we will win.
The next time that we talk about road safety after this campaign, I want to see the numbers from 500 people died, and this year we had 350.
And then there 150. Yesterday, Austin Center, a listener was listening and said that so what is it that when you are filling the forms, you know when you're applying for driving license, if they ask you do you have any ailments, and I'm casting now what you can I'll bet you form. So it's only one where we do the lab thing that the man is talking about, then we do the analysis. And David, I think that if we make money for the DVLA,
yeah, of course,
that man was a very intelligent man.
Yeah. All right, 19 minutes past 7. Steve Zando is right here with us in the studio. Hey, what's something that happened yesterday? It's for Steve Zando, not you guys. Egypt was defeated by what do you call it? Zambia 6-0. Egypt.
Male football, female football.
WAFCON, women AFCON.
Women football, everything is
Hey! Egypt. I'll say David Pa. Mr. Zando, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, boss.
And how are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm okay. Did you watch that Egypt game?
Yes, but the biggest of it all was the Nigeria-Malawi one. Malawi beat Nigeria by 3-2.
Yeah.
Nigeria is the defending
champions. They are the defending champions. They beat Morocco last.
Malawi is a debutant at the competition.
and with all the quality Nigeria has.
They're the best female team on the continent by far. They have the best team.
They, South Africa, Morocco.
Yes, the goal started flowing, I think, from the 73rd minute. This striker, let me try and get the name for you. Yes, 1-2. Samoa Chawinga. She scored a powerful hat-trick for Malawi. To grab the 3 maximum points for Malawi.
For all that and more,
but
stay
for
tuned.
Zambia versus Egypt, for me, it's normal because of the coach on the touchline for Zambia, Nora Hoptel. Fantastic coach. And, I mean, even with the Black Wings.
But not 6-0. I mean, not 6-0.
Oh.
It shouldn't be 6-0.
But you see the woman on the touchline.
Oh, not 6-0.
6-0.
2-0, 3-0, 6-0. Bruh.
That's a bit too much.
First half was only 1-0. They said, Charlie, I didn't. Anything on Hazefolk?
But yes, you guys are preparing, and I've seen the military, some of the military guys on the training pitch of Accra Folk. They are leading the fitness team of Hazefolk.
Okay, at least you did something positive.
I think I'll go back to Folk.
I just wanna feel this moment.
Indeed, it was a day full of upsets yesterday at the Women's Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco, where Zambia defeated Egypt by 6 goals to 0. But guess what? Debutant Malawi won by 3 goals to 2 against defending champions Nigeria. Later this evening at 5 p.m., the Black Queens will be playing Cabo Verde in its first game of the 2026 WAFCON tournament. We'll hear from Black Queens head coach Kimlas Bukegrin as well as Chantel Boy. She's a player for the Black Queens in there. We've got some news around the world for you, but as usual, before we get into the stories, let's say a big thank you to our proud sponsors, Bigo Energy Drink. We brought you Bigo soft drinks and you embrace it with love and loyalty. Now, we are proud to introduce to you the all-new Bigo Energy Drink. It is a non-alcoholic carbonated drink enriched with taurine, ginseng, and inositol, packed with an invigorating blend of natural ingredients. Bigo Energy Drink is refreshing and energizing drink, perfectly suitable for an active lifestyle. Bigo Energy Drink is refreshing and highly effective for rehydration and energy replenishment. So anytime you feel like taking an energy drink, reach out for Bigo Energy Drink and feel the difference. You can get Bigo Energy Drink from all supermarkets nationwide, and for bulk purchases, please contact Trillium Industries on 0322 190 877 0322 190 877. Bigo Energy Drink, live a life without limits. Now imagine choosing your own global destination, enjoying flights, a 4-star hotel, and unforgettable experiences all paid for. Stanbic Bank in collaboration with MasterCard are making it possible with the word on your card promo. Simply sign up for a new money wallet, MasterCard load or reload $200 or more between now and 14th August 2026 to stand a chance to win a worldwide travel package for 2 to a destination listed on priceless.com. Simply put the word on your card and stand tall. Let's get into the stories now. And the Black Queens of Ghana are all set for their clash against Cabo Verde at the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations today after completing their final training session yesterday. The team, led by head coach Kimlas Bukegrin, has been in Morocco in the last few weeks, finalizing their preparations for the tournament. During the period, the team played 3 friendly matches, recording wins against Ivory Coast and Mali and drawing against Tanzania. Ghana will be hoping to get off to a winning start at the competition against Cabo Verde, a game which kicks off at 5 p.m. Head coach of the Black Queens, Kimlas Bukegrin, is expecting a tough game this evening.
Feeling that we are ready for an upcoming game now, of course. It's going to be a tough one. The first time with Cape Verde in the WAFCON. So they will for sure play with a lot of passion. We saw the men's team did the same thing in the World Cup. So we expect a tough game, but in the same time we believe in ourselves. And if we do our things, we can hopefully start the tournament with a win. At least that's our goal and target.
Now, remember that the 4 teams that reached the semi-finals of the 2026 WAFCON tournament in Morocco qualify automatically for the 2027 Women's World Cup to be played in Brazil next year. According to Kimlas Bukegrin, his team will be eyeing the WAFCON title, but he wants Ghana to at least qualify for the next edition of the Women's World Cup.
I think we're strongly built. The defense has been brutal, I would say. I think having clean sheets is in 6 or 8 games or something like that. So it shows that we have a clear way that how we want to play and defend. And I know that we're having a team that can go all the way. But we also need to know that there are another 6-7 teams or maybe potential 8 teams in this tournament that they are saying exactly the same thing. We need to respect that fact. Targets, I would say. One is to make the group stage. That of course will be the first one. The second goal is maybe in one way the biggest and most important, is to win the quarterfinal, qualify for the next upcoming World Cup. Over long term, that will be the most important, I would say. But
you heard the voice of Black Queens head coach Kimlas Bukegrin. Black Queens attacking midfielder Chantel Boy says the team has prepared well for the Cabo Verde clash this evening.
Tomorrow it's important, it's the start of the WAFCON. Those girls were really excited, we've been waiting for it. I think we've prepared very well. We had a good time out here last year, so now we're prepared to come back, do our job, and we've gelled well as a team. We're coming together, we've put the training sessions in, as coach said, we've got a good fitness coach who's put us through our paces, and we're ready to get going.
That was the voice of Black Queens attacking midfielder Kishante Boy. All the best to the Black Queens in today's encounter against Cabo Verde. After the Ghana versus Cabo Verde game, Cameroon will lock horns with Mali at 8 p.m. But yesterday, debutant Malawi put up a spirited performance to produce one of the biggest upsets in Women's Africa Cup of Nations history, beating defending champions Nigeria by 3-2 in their Group C opener. Before that, Zambia, led by former Black Queens head coach Nora Hopto, trashed Egypt by 6-0. So much fun at the 2026 WAFCON tournament. Alright, to other stories. And Ghana midfielder Abu Francis made his long-awaited return to the pitch over the weekend, playing his first competitive minutes since November 2025 in Toulouse's friendly victory over Rodez. The 25-year-old had been sidelined for 253 days after suffering a devastating double fracture to his tibia and fibula during Ghana's friendly against Japan in November 2025. The horrific injury, which occurred when he attempted to block a shot, left his foot twisted backwards and required immediate surgery in Japan. Francis entered the match over the weekend at the start of the second half against Rodez, playing the full 45 minutes in defensive midfield role alongside Mario Serra. So good news, Francis Abu is back on the pitch. Speaking of Black Stars related stories, and former Ghana winger Lai Kingston has stated that Ghana football needs 3 key improvements to be able to lift the image of the game again. According to Lai, proper player development guided by a clear structure, directing players' pathways instead of abandoning them, and placing right coaches in the right positions are key ingredients in developing the game. Listen.
3 things that I will tell them. 1, develop your players very well. First of all, before you develop a player, you should have something that can guide that development. We need to focus on that, do that, and then also make sure we direct the player's pathway. We don't just put him out there and then leave them. And make sure we put the right coaches at the right positions that we believe they can help them. So these are the things that if we can put that thing in place, I think it's going to help us a lot.
You heard the voice of former Black Stars winger Lai Kingston with a sound advice to the Ghana Football Association. Now to some club issues. And as former Asante Kotoko striker Abdul Fattah Safiu is on the verge of a return to Ghanaian football, with the newly promoted Ghana Premier League side WB United closing in on his signature. The 32-year-old forward trained with the club on Tuesday, and a deal is expected to be finalized if ongoing contract negotiations are successfully concluded. Safiu's career has been hampered by serious injury issues in recent years, so he'll be able to, if he is able to pass fitness tests, WB United will sign him for the 2026-27 Ghana football season. Elsewhere, Mediama Sporting Club has strengthened its technical team with the arrival of coach Nanaya Amankwa, formerly of Bibiani Gold Stars, and of course, he has also worked with Mediama Sporting Club before. Now let me take you to the Commonwealth Games, because Ghanaian sprinter Benjamin Azamati finished 7th in the men's 100 meters final at the ongoing 2026 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow on Tuesday. Azamati crossed the finish line in 10.11 seconds, falling short of a podium finish after qualifying for the final as one of the fastest losers from the semi-finals. Cameroon's African champion Emmanuel Eseme claimed the gold medal in an emphatic fashion, clocking a new Commonwealth Games record of 9.83 seconds. Australia's Lachlan Kennedy took silver, while Nigeria's Kayinsola Ajayi secured the bronze medal. Here is how it happened.
The Commonwealth Games 100 metres final. Azamati of Ghana in 1, Edward Nketiah of Australia 2, Lachlan Kennedy of Australia in 3, Ajayi Nigeria 4, Eseme Cameroon 5, Leot Layla South Africa 6, the Welshman Azu 7, South Africa's Johnson in lane 8 to left of picture.
Well, away they go, really good start there from Ajayi in the green of Nigeria. And look at Lachlan Kennedy. Kennedy is matching him stride for stride here, might even take this one, and he is going to take it, or does he? No! Coming through the Eseme for Cameroon. Wow! Talk about holding up form during the last 10 metres. I would have sworn Lachlan Kennedy was going to take that one. 5 metres out, he was in the lead. He chased down Ajayi. He'd worn him into fatigue there.
Yeah, so that's how it happened. Unfortunately, Ghana couldn't win a medal in the 100 meters at the ongoing 2026 Commonwealth Games. Remember that Abdul Rashid Samini couldn't qualify to the final of the 100 meters because he placed 3rd, but his time was not enough to qualify him to the final of the competition. Azamati qualified, but he placed 7th in the final. Now, Ghana's attention will now shift to men's 200 meters today, where Joseph Paul Amoa, James Dazi, and Mustafa Bokin will be aiming to keep the country's medal hopes alive in the track Elsewhere, Ghanaian swimmer Abeku Jackson continued his impressive campaign at the 2026 Commonwealth Games by setting a new national record in the men's 50-meter butterfly, despite narrowly missing out on the final. Jackson clocked 24.03 seconds in the heat to break Ghana's national record, but his time was not enough to earn a place in the final. Now, in boxing, Amadou Mohammed displayed remarkable determination and resilience to defeat England's Ellis Trowbridge by a 4-1 split decision in the men's 55 kg bantamweight boxing quarterfinal, securing Ghana's second medal at the 2026 Commonwealth Games. The victory sends him to Friday's semi-final against Jai Dixon of Australia, where he will battle for a place in Saturday's gold medal bout. 3 other black bombers, Precious Akai Nate 70 kg, Desmond Papu 80 kg, and Daniel Plange 90 kg will also fight for semi-final places today as Ghana seeks to top up the 3 medals it won in boxing 4 years ago in Birmingham. So all the best to the guys out there. Meanwhile, Ghanaian para athlete Zainabu Issa will receive 31,000 Ghana cedis after winning Ghana's first medal. That was silver in shot put at the 2026 and Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. The cash reward forms part of the special target podium medal bonus announced by the National Paralympic Committee, Ghana President Samson Dean, before the commencement of the competition. Under the incentive scheme, Ghanaian para athletes who win medals in Glasgow will receive £3,000 for winning gold, £2,000 for winning silver, and £1,000 for winning bronze. So Zainabu Issa has won £2,000 for winning silver medal in there. Now to news around the world. And João Pedro scored a 9-minute hat-trick as Xabi Alonso began his Chelsea reign with a ridiculous 6-4 victory over Western Sydney Wanderers in Australia in pre-season. Here is Xabi Alonso on the exercise yesterday.
It has been a very useful, friendly, that we can learn from a lot from today. There were moments that we were struggling to find solutions, and we need to have this. The positives is that we correct them, but there were moments that the game management is something that we can learn from today. When they were pressing so high, it was tough to find the solution from inside, to have different understanding of what's happening, and to make those changes in the game. It's something that will happen often in all the games, and the more situations we have that we struggle and we find the solutions, the better team we will be. So for that, I think that this friendly has been is going to be useful for the future.
That was Chelsea head coach Xabi Alonso speaking after the pre-season friendly win over Western Sydney Wanderers yesterday. Now, New France head coach Zinedine Zidane has revealed he turned down multiple job opportunities during the last 5 years because he only wanted to take charge of the French national team, Les Bleus.
What I can tell you is that I've had offers during these 4 or 5 years that I stopped to take over a club. And I turned them all down for the French team, because the French team for me is the only thing I wanted to do after my career, after my experience with Real Madrid, was the only thing I wanted to do, which is to coach this French team. So there, I wanted to congratulate you. It's an opportunity for me to tell you, well done. And now there is something, another chapter that is gonna open with our staff, with other people.
That was Zinedine Zidane speaking at his unveiling yesterday as France national team head coach. Now, Italy yesterday also confirmed the appointments of Roberto Mancini as head coach of the Italian national team. So Mancini is back at Italy after a move for Andrea Pirlo fell through. Now to other stories. Prior to the start of the 2026 World Cup, Real Madrid left back Marco Cucurella promised to have the face of Spain head coach Luis de la Fuente tattooed on his body following Spain's 1-0 win over Argentina in the final of this year's World Cup to lift the title for the second time ever. Cucurella has honored his promise, so he's got a tattoo of Spain head coach Luis de la Fuente on his body. Now, the International Football Association Board, IFAB, which is the body responsible for setting football rules and providing clarification on such rules, has stated that the dismissal of Switzerland forward Briol Embolo against Argentina was wrong. Wow. Now, a major war has broken out between football's governing bodies over FIFA's plans to seek private investment in the World Cup, with UEFA reacting angrily and European nations ready to discuss a potential boycott of the FIFA World Cup. FIFA announced yesterday that it was seeking to launch FIFA Forward Enterprise, which will bring together the sale of FIFA's commercial rights, including broadcasting, sponsorship, ticketing and licensing, with the operational delivery of its tournament. Under the proposal, FIFA would raise up to $4.2 billion from external investors through the sale of minority non-controlling stakes in FFE, which it says would be valued at around $20 billion. The governing body says its plans, which need approval from member associations, could deliver more than $10 billion in football development funding over the next 4 years. But UEFA, European Football Governing Body, released a furious statement that said the proposal crossed the line. Wow. In transfers, Vinicius Junior will be staying at Real Madrid beyond this summer. Sky Sports has been told the Spanish club, has no intention of selling him and are confident he will agree a new contract. Lastly, Chelsea are finalizing a move for Brighton striker Danny Welbeck after he was given permission to have a medical at Stamford Bridge today. Wow. So very likely Danny Welbeck will sign for Chelsea, the Blues. So that'll be all for the Last Sports Center this morning, powered by the Last Sports team, brought to you in association with Bigo Energy Drink. You can get Bigo Energy Drink from all supermarkets nationwide, and for bulk purchases, please contact Trillium Industries.